Welcome. So we're going to take a look at cases of COVID and fatalities in Texas counties. So the numbers that we're going to see are the specific uh, count of cases. It's not normalized by divided by 1,000 or 100,000. So we're just going to be looking at the raw numbers, but this still gives us a really interesting look at the how it's spread both by case and by fatality. So let's go ahead and start off. Our data begins in Texas around Valentine's Day. And what we see is there's a case in San Antonio where individuals were on a Air Force base. And over here, we'll see these kind of pop up, but it just means that there are cases in that area, but not fatalities. So we now see kind of spreading out to the major population centers. And once we reach mid-March, things really start moving along, as we saw on the national level as well. And but the fatalities are still pretty low. Typically fatalities will really take place about 12 to 20 days later. And what we notice here, I'm just going to stop it for a second, is the number of cases in Harris County are really pretty large. We're looking at about 3,000 there. That's twice as many as in Dallas, but we see in kind of the DFW area, there are close to about 3,000 cases, whereas in the greater Houston area, we see the numbers there. Also, a dark in number of cases is about 2,000, and a dark number of fatalities is about 5% of that. So we'll go ahead and keep rolling it forward now that we're in April. What we see is up in kind of the panhandle, there are a fair number of cases there, really actually outstripping the number that are in the valley. And once we end things here, we see there are about quite a few cases in the Houston area, but something to note is that the total number of fatalities in that area is a bit lower. And then there are some such as in Fort Bend and in Brazoria, where the number of cases are pretty high. However, thankfully the number of fatalities are lower by comparison. However, on the other hand, we have in the Lubbock area, nearly 500 cases there, and then a fatality rate of something closer to about 9%. So that's a bit of a surprise there.